So I see red lights. I think Scotty gave me the thumbs up. And we are here. Man, we got Rtheczar in the building. Hey. Thank you for coming, man.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me.
For sure. Now, we're going to get right into it, man. You've been in the game 10 plus years, man. Where did it start?
Truthfully, it started because me and my cousin started together. Like, it was around the time when Bow Wow and Romeo first hit the scene.
See why I got the drip? Look, this is fun. Bow Wow, look, come on, man.
So, that was the initial inspiration because we like, kids can rap, fuck it, we in it,
Now, what age was this?
11.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is 11 years old.
So you started rapping at 11 years old.
And I was trash till I was 16, so.
Wow. But was you enjoying being trash?
You know what? I did.
Yeah. That'd be the best time sometimes.
For real.
So now it gets a little bit more serious at 16.
Yeah.
Why?
My older cousin was challenging me. So, because he was a stylist, like he's a hot spitter, you know what I'm saying? So we, me and my other cousin, we looking up to him, and you know what I'm saying? He had tracks with my other cousin, but he ain't had tracks with me, and I'm like, I gotta get my pen right. Like,
gotta get that pen right.
Why we ain't got no tracks together, So that's
and
how that.
He was like, you gotta get the pen right.
I mean, he never directly say that,
but
I already knew,
That's real though. That's real, and that's real on your cousin's part for pushing you.
Yeah, for sure.
Now did you get the feature?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Come on now. That's
sure.
growth right there. Cause you might have never got the feature.
Might have never got the feature. No, I ended up getting a feature. A couple of them actually over the years,
That's beautiful.
But,
So is he one of your biggest inspirations in music?
At that time, yes. But I mean, what inspires me evolves as time progresses, man. At one point in time, one of my best friends, he was like my biggest inspiration because he was the hottest spitter in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like just.
Do we know him?
You may Polo No Logo.
Okay. I heard the name. I definitely heard the name. Spitter
sure.
though.
Yeah, for sure.
So you come from the era of rapping. Not the mumble.
Nope.
Clear bars. We got something to say.
Exactly.
What's some of your favorite bars by you, if you can think of some?
By me, I had this couple bars that never even saw the light of day.
I love it.
It said something like, I told my son, mi casa su casa. No, what did I say? Hold on. I said, out in Hollywood, I be with the stars. I'm down to Mufasa. Looked over the land and told my son, mi casa su casa. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. That's hard. King to king.
Type.
Son,
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's some. That's.
So I'm gonna have to recycle it.
Absolutely, you gotta put that in something.
It was a feature that never
came.
Yeah, it never came.
Wow, man. So, man, 10 plus years, started at 11. Man, you've seen a lot.
I have.
Tell us, and I really want to get into some of these detailed stories, but tell us, some of the tell us two experiences you cannot ever forget because they were just so amazing, and then give us two experiences you can't never forget because they were so terrible.
Whew. I'm gonna start with the good.
Okay.
So I did the Rock Hall of Fame the year that Jay-Z was inducted, like during the induction week. That was like I bought tickets to the induction ceremony and then got an email 2 days later like, hey, we want you to perform at the Rock Hall.
What?
Right upstairs from his exhibit. So that was big for me because
you bought the ticket though, and then you get that's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Like that was pretty dope. Also, like right before COVID, I was back and forth to New York heavy. Like I did a couple shows in Brooklyn.
Wow.
I did SOBs in Manhattan.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Man.
That's so I love SOBs. That's beautiful.
So that,
those are two good ones.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how much bigger we can get with those. Those two good ones. Now give us the bad.
I mean, I count it all joy. So it's like, even when it's bad, it's like I don't even really look at it like.
Give us the lessons then.
One
or two. Give us a lesson.
You know what? You just got to stay prepared. Like, you never know when it ain't going to be no DJ there, when it ain't going to be where the mic might go out, or when the music, you know what I'm saying? So many variables that can go on. And like, people like to blame individuals, but you know what I'm saying? Certain circumstances be out of people's hands for real.
Big facts.
So just staying ready and being able to pivot, you know what I'm saying? Just because, it's all bad right this second don't mean you can't make it into a good thing. You got to figure out how to captivate people regardless of the circumstances.
100%. When did you learn that? Because that is a hard thing to learn. You got to go through some things.
Probably about 10 years ago, to be honest.
Real.
You know?
And when do you feel like you've mastered it? Because we get something first, and then we be like, all right, we can adjust, we good. And then we get it, and we be like, nah, I know exactly what to do.
You know what? I feel like I'm a forever student. So it's like, you know, the game is constantly evolving. Like, I came up, when I first started, recording, tapes were still around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So to go from literally seeing tapes to selling CDs to MP3s and streaming, yeah, like it's like
you've seen it all.
You know, so it's like I feel like I'm just forever a student. Like it's mastery. You can master certain elements of it, but you know what I'm saying, the game itself. And
in this game, and with you being in so long, it evolves.
It does.
And it evolves into not just being an artist, but being a promoter.
Yeah.
Throwing your own shows possibly. Because you see, oh, I could do this. Oh, I've been enough in experiences that, okay, I can put a DJ together. I can get this venue. And I got enough of a name to put the pieces together. Let me try this. When was your first chance?
So my manager, my old manager, he's not my manager anymore. But he used to throw a lot of our shows. Mm-hmm. Like he actually built, you know what I'm saying, the rapport that we have, you know, with a lot of shows, you know, promoters and, you know, booking agents. So that, you know, he pretty much laid out the blueprint, man. Shout out to Purple Heart Mark, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, he laid out the blueprint. Cause, you know, even during that time I was kind of timid with it, like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? But he like, no, bro, like, we got it. And I'm like, all right, you right. You know what I'm saying? So. Big
facts. Now, how important is it to have a team, to have a circle?
You definitely need a team. You know what I'm saying? You can't do everything by yourself. You know, like at one point in time, like I was trying to figure out how to do everything myself, but it's like even with, you can have all the skills, you can wear all the hats, but at the same time, you have to know it's only 24 hours in a day.
Oh no.
If you ain't, you know,
bandwidth,
why waste your time doing something that you could have somebody else do? Mm-hmm. You know, being stingy with the money to have you broker. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it because you got to invest in what you want.
Exactly.
100%. I truly believe the reason why you got the email is because you paid first. And I say that from personal experience. I did the same thing happened to me. Shout out to Andrew Lloyd. I paid my first time going to the OEAs ever, and I was just like, man, I didn't get. I was already podcasting, but I didn't get the nomination. But I was gonna come anyway. I'm supporting. I'm here. 2 days later, literally, he calls me like, yeah, I'm honoring you with the media Up Next Media Outlet Award, and it was just like mind blowing because it was like. It was a moment where all the lists came out and I could have chose to be an asshole. But I chose like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna support all these motherfuckers and I'm going. And from there, it just started to just open so many doors. So I try to do that any chance I can.
Facts.
Any chance I can. Just to, even if it don't, just be like, let me just put that good energy out there. Let me just
operating out of love.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? When you operating out of anything outside of love, you get everything outside of love.
Facts! Like, facts, man. Causes and effect, man.
Indeed.
And how you move, man. I truly believe that. Man, where does the name Rtheczar come from? I want that.
It actually circled back to that bar when I said the Mufasa bar, because initially I was just going by Armand, which is my government name.
Right.
But, you know, I broke it up as in R-MON, right?
Ooh.
So at some point, this is like in college, I'm like, I had a bar when I said it's Rtheczar, like a Russian king, symbolically Simba.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like Rtheczar. I like that. Like, that's how hard. Like, so I just kind of ran with it, and yeah.
I love that. Very organic.
Yeah.
Couple things that we gotta touch on, and I want to make sure I hit them. Live from C project.
Live from the Sea. So that was like the first project that I like majorly produce. Before that, I had like a song or two that I would like make a beat, and I'm like, I think I can make something to this. But this 6 out of the 7 songs on there I produce.
Big facts, man. And what was your favorite song on there?
My favorite song is Yes You Can.
Why?
It's everything I ever wanted to say in a rap song.
Really?
Yeah.
That's beautiful though. When you get it
real.
all off.
No, for real.
Like, that is beautiful. what has been the fans' favorite song?
It kind of rotates. Like
Okay.
just I see it goes from Yes You Can, Hollywood, and Memphis Grace. Those three kind of like rotate.
Real shit, real shit. And those all are deep. I got to briefly listen to that project, but just very cohesive,
Thank
very well taking your time. And did that come over time, or were you always like, I'm gonna be patient with mine, I'm gonna put them out, or did you have to like grow into that? Like I had to grow into taking my time and doing it properly, and not just I need to get this out to the people.
Yeah, so if I record a song, I probably won't drop it for like 6 months.
Oh, really?
That's I heard Currency say something along them lines as well, and I'm like, it resonated with me because I already was on that. I like to know the lyrics, top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't want, I hate being on stage and really just can't recall the lyrics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
like and even with the songs being so old, every now and then I may stumble over a line. You know, it happens, but. Once the song is that old, like it's kind of ingrained in my head. I listened to it enough. I didn't practice it enough, So
practice. You practice performing.
Yeah.
Hey, proper performance beat whatever the proper performance. I can't remember the last line, but it means you gonna win if you prepare. Goddamn it! If you don't prepare, you gonna lose. That's what the fuck it means.
Hey, another one. Failure to plan is planning for failure.
That part, man. So, when did you start preparing to perform instead of just showing up?
So I was in a group. I don't know if you ever heard of Them Hipsters.
I have not.
That was like.
You gotta break us down, so we gotta know about the Them Hipsters now. Them Hipsters, come on, tell us about them.
The same cousin who I started rapping with, like we was in this group called Them Hipsters. Polo No Logo was also in this group.
Shout out Polo.
My manager at the time, Purple Heart Mark, he was the manager of the group, and it was my homie Marty.
Okay.
So we was a squad. Shout out to Philly Reds too. That
okay. Big fan.
We was we was deep, but yeah, like this was like you familiar with Purple Monkey Circus? I take it, they don't know about that. Okay, so around the same time where they was popping,
okay,
that's when we was a group as well, and we did a lot of the same shows.
What years?
This is like 2009 to about 2012. I left in like 2012.
That makes sense. Okay, because I was just getting in.
Matter of fact, I left in 2011.
Really?
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was somewhere in between 11 and 12 was when I left the group.
Gotcha. Okay. And why?
So it's a couple different reasons. The biggest one being just everybody wasn't on the same page.
Facts.
I kind of was going into a more positive route because I was. This was like post Illuminati. Me knowing about the Illuminati. I'm like, dang, like they really got us messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that was in the back of my mind. I'm like, my music need to be more. I hate to say wholesome because I don't really feel like that's necessarily the goal, but more so like purifying minds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like as opposed to having people all ready to go hit every chick and want to fight and kill and sell drugs like that. Not that we was talking about selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about using drugs, but
But there's But that's facts though. And standing on what you want to do.
Yeah.
But during the time, how was it? Of course there's good times, bad times.
That was some of the funnest times of my life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
It was so fun. Cause it's like, me, Polo, and DJ. Like DJ, that's my cousin.
Yeah.
So me and him, we really like Tommy and Chucky from Rugrats. You know what I'm saying? We kicked it that long.
Big fact.
Polo, you know what I'm saying? I met him around the time my grandma died. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, big moment.
So that's actually when my pen got nice as well. So around the same time. So. We got all clicked up, but then Marcy he started the actual group. Like he came up with the name and he was like, "Man, what's up?" And I'm like, "Let's go." You know what I'm saying? And then like it was just fun. Like we had everybody wearing the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like like it was new members every week. We like, hey, who approved this guy? Like, like how that goes.
Who gave this man approval?
But I mean it was really testimony to what we had did, and we didn't even know we was doing it.
Yeah.
So, I took a lot of lessons from that time period. Like, okay, And it did help when Purple Heart Mark became my manager, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a driving force for like the group, like as far as like
Absolutely.
like me and him kind of collaborating on like booking shows and you know what I'm saying, getting us out there, you know. But we also like
So you saw his work ethic.
no, his work ethic is crazy
Got
to this
you.
day, like
Got you.
like
And that kind of like was like helping you decide. Oh, I would let him manage me, or
like,
I would work
so
with him.
I wanted like when I left, I wanted to take him with me, and then they wound up having a disagreement where he was no longer a part of the group, and I'm like, y'all tripping because without him, you know, like y'all got the music. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to discredit that, but like this man is
You need the other parts.
on the back end, you know, behind the scenes, like the stuff that y'all don't really be thinking about doing, you know.
Big facts. You ain't never lied, man. You ain't never lied, and people don't understand the intangibles and the importance of the roles. People
Facts.
just think, "Oh, I'm the man. Oh, I can do this," but that's one role.
But even with that, like, you know, Marcy, he had a son around that same time, like, you know, so that
So life started
in
out.
hindsight, I understand, you know, why everybody wasn't on the same page. Like
Yeah.
everybody had different priorities, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have a kid at the time. I ended up having a kid a couple years later, and it really shed light on, oh, this is what he was going through. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So
I love that. I want to speak on you being a father, man. How is balancing being a father, being an entrepreneur, being an artist, and still having to handle your business?
So I got a total of 4 kids.
That's beautiful.
Just had one this past Thursday.
Really?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you. So it's a fun dynamic. It's stressful though as well, because the kids like I've recently, you know, had my oldest daughter and my son in the studio with me. Like I got a studio at the house. That's, you know,
Gotta have it now.
right, for sure. So we at the house and we just, you know, she was just freestyling like for a minute. I mean, it was cool. I'm not about to hype it up like it was like she you know, but some of the stuff she was saying, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you know. But so that was a cool experience. My son, he was just being goofy. But I mean, so it's fun, but it's also definitely you gotta be ready to pivot. You know what I'm saying? Go from wearing your dad hat to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Big facts.
you know, putting some work in. So
Big facts, man. And I truly commend you for being a very present father, because it has to be, because we're seeing why. Yo, we're seeing why. Now you have this program for phones, and I have a story, y'all. I broke my phone out of frustration the other day. All right, things happen, but it cost $200 to get repaired, and I'm happy with the work. I'm mad about the money. That's all I have to say. That's all the story. Now you have this donation of cell phones. Is it any cell phones or is it specific?
So any cell phones, because I feel like from based off my experiences, the iPhone 4 is one of the hardest phones to fix, and the newer phones are a lot easier.
Oh.
So
that's what the guy said. He didn't say the iPhone 4, but he said, yeah, it's just like plug and chug. They're just like pieces and you just put them in. It's like once you figure it out, it's really not that
facts.
heavy. Got you. So what is the full goal of this program?
So I got 2 goals. One, I want to donate the phones after they're rehab, you know, refurbished to like, you know, women's shelters and things like that.
So okay, because I want to make sure the donators and the people receiving know what they're doing. So the donators are donating old phones that they don't want anymore.
Exactly.
But you're gonna repair them, and with that repair, you're gonna donate them to people who need them.
Exactly.
And you have a specific of people that you are looking at right now.
Ideally, yeah.
Got you, and that's huge. And I wanted to make sure we understood the process, because it's not fixing your phone. It's not. I got my phone over there. He can't have that one. it's maybe this one in a year or two when I upgrade everything. Giving him a phone I no longer need, so he can fix it, and even if like he might just have to fix the crack or whatever. And now it's being able to use for somebody else that doesn't have the access to a phone or a nice phone or an iPhone or an Android or something that is a device that they can feel proud of. So man, that's very huge, man. I'm behind it. I'm definitely behind it.
Appreciate it a lot.
It's so many phones. Y'all got like 7 iPhones in your house right now.
In a drawer.
In a drawer. Like, just waiting for the one day that your phone cracking, you not gonna fix it, even though you gonna go fix it.
Like, for real.
So, man, I truly appreciate that, man. That's dope. But you got some events coming up, and at the events, that's where they'll be able to. So it goes hand in hand with what he does as well. So he has an event, and I believe he has a couple that he's gonna speak on now. But in general, at his events, there will be a donation box for the phones. So that's one of his things in his whole general process. So, man, shout out to you on that.
Appreciate
But do you have a specific events coming up?
So May 16th, we're doing Dunlaps.
Yes, sir.
So it's actually going to be like, my birthday is May 14th, so it's going to be kind of like a birthday.
Okay, our birthday is the 20th, so what's up?
All right, then.
Yes, sir.
Tours?
Well, I'm a tourist, yes.
Okay.
My actual birthday is April 23rd, but the network's birthday is April 20th.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So we in there like swimwear with you. That's for sure. Tourist life for life.
For sure.
So, okay, May 16th
yep.
is, what event is that exactly?
So, like I said, it's going to be like a birthday situation, like a birthday kick it. You know what I'm saying? I will have a couple performers as well.
Got you.
You know.
Do you have a location for that one?
At Dunlaps.
At Dunlaps, yeah, you did say that. Okay, and that's the one you kind of pushing for right now for the birthday. Yeah, it's the big birthday. We might have to pop out for that. That's for sure, man. Let me make sure I got notes sometimes, y'all. Make sure we get it in the right way. Taste My Movement.
Yes.
What the concert series?
Yes, it's my concert
series. Talk about it.
So I got tired of the whole pay to play, kind of thing. And at first I was real resentful. At this point, I understand that it is necessary because when you don't know nobody, but you know somebody that's gonna let you perform, you know what I'm saying? It could definitely open up doors. Exactly.
Yeah.
However, like when I originally came up with Taste My Movement, it was like, all right, you guys don't pay. You guys can sell tickets, and if you sell tickets, you're gonna make more at a Taste My Movement show than any other show that you would do selling tickets. Because I did shows where they was like, yeah, you got to buy the tickets, then you got to sell the tickets, then you got to give us the money, and it's like,
that don't even make no sense, but that's exactly how it be so mind blowing. Them new artists be all right, cool. I can get on stage, cool. Nah, man. After you do that 3 times, it be like,
for sure,
what is happening to this?
Like, and not to factor in like outfits, like you know what I'm saying, because you don't want to come through with the same outfit that you had at the last show. So it's like, now you at a
Entourage,
deficit. Like,
man, you ain't never lied. Never lied. Coming in with an L.
So I've had a couple artists that have sold enough tickets to make anywhere between $250, $300. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. So I'm not gonna say everybody performing. Yeah, I'm not gonna say everybody does it, but when you do a Taste My Movement show, you don't have the responsibility of trying to book a venue. Mm-hmm. You don't have to find a DJ. You have to promote because that's how you gonna sell your tickets. Exactly. But that's like the only thing you got to worry about. You have no overhead.
That part.
But I also tell artists, like, if you selling these kind of tickets, go get you a venue. Yeah. Go get you a DJ. Like, you can do it. You know.
Empowering the artist. I love that.
Like, you don't necessarily need me for this. You know what I'm saying?
I'm showing you.
I'm really just here as a cushion, so you don't have to worry about spending the bread up front.
Yeah.
You ain't got to buy graphics. You know what I'm saying? The little stuff that come with
everything. They paying for your system, my boy. We pay for systems every day.
For real.
That just is what it is. They paying for your system.
For sure.
Now the thing about your system is you're open to showing your system. And you can go create your system, but I still got my system if you need it. Come on.
At the end of the day.
That's beautiful because that's transparency in business that we need, man. We don't need these gatekeepers that don't want to tell nobody nothing. Like, shout out to Andrew Lloyd. Shout out to Mike Berry. Shout out to the people who actually sit down and have conversations. Shout out to Johnny Filmworks that are some big major names that can make things happen, but they not holding back information and education because they work their ass off. They 10, 12 years in the game working their ass off. Now who they are, you not going to be there tomorrow. So you can either take the education or you can get in the system. So whatever you want to do. But we ain't here trying to hold you back. And that's what I love to hear, man. It's 2 things that we do before we get out of here. Okay. One is, what is your top 3 values? What are the top 3 things you value in your life?
family, respect, and longevity.
I love that. Now break down one of them.
Okay. Longevity. I'm going to break that one down. So, J. Cole, right? Most of his albums have been geared to J. Cole fans, right? Like, he built his fans. But at some point, he decided to do a song with 21 Savage. He decided to do a song with Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? Which opened him up to a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, ecosystem of fans or potential fans.
After
even.
he was already the guy,
After
top
you
3.
Scale, yep. So
made so much sense too, didn't it? Man,
you know,
you ain't lying. But that's how he's still here too.
That's why he's still here.
Man, longevity.
For sure.
Man, I love that. I love that breakdown because, man, he's a perfect example of doing it, getting it right your way, and then expanding and embracing other people.
Exactly.
And that's honestly how you stay the longest. Is you can't be the man for a very long time, but there's people coming, and there's other people that's good while you the man.
Right.
So if you're not embracing them, at some point, your talent is not going to just only be the only thing people see. People want to see your character. People want to see how you treat others. People want to see how you treat your family. All of those things. So that's why we like to emphasize the values of people, because if we understand why somebody does that, we don't always put our feelings into it. It very well could be that's just because of out of the respect value he has.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? That's just because he puts his family first. That's why he had to go do that. And I could totally respect that. But if we don't understand that part, sometimes it could be an emotional thing.
For sure.
Like, damn, meanwhile, he just had a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Like, for real, like,
but in understanding, he puts that first.
Yeah.
Because some people don't. So, man, thank you for that. The last thing we do here is called Get It Off Your Chest. And basically is whatever you need to tell your fans, your friends, your family, your haters, before we sit you down again, get that off your chest.
Get it off your chest. What is on my chest? I don't know. I feel like I give it all to God, so I ain't,
That could be the one. I love that too.
Listen, if you can't pray, if you feel like you gotta force it to pray, do it because something's trying to force you not to pray.
I needed to hear that.
100.
That's big, man. And I second that and I second that in everything in life. If it's pushing you, if something's like, and you know it's good for you, especially when you know it's good for you, if something's like pushing you, that's the trick of the devil. If something pushing you away with it just on some like, nah, don't do that. That's the trick of the devil, y'all. Y'all got to make sure y'all realize, man, pray. And if it's like, man, I don't, do it right then and there, because it's going to change. Something in there you needed to do. So go do that, and I'm telling you, your life starts to change, and I say that from personal experience. It's the King TV Network. We done had Rtheczar in the building. We appreciate you. Like, subscribe, comment, all of those good jazz. We out of here. Peace.
Zone.
All right, we're going to do vertical.
Oh, hi. You must be Joe Pitts, right?
Yeah, that's me.
What's this? Okay, so I'm gonna be in Miami for a whole week, so I figured I can make some money here while I'm gone.
By turning your crib into a dewdrop bed?
Better hope you didn't make a spare house key.
Hey, babe.
Joe, what are you still doing here? What did you do to my house?
You like what I did with the place?
Joe had already printed off the contract, right? I know. Now, somehow he wrote that he's a long-term tenant and not short-term.
Like a roommate?
Good morning, Riley.
You gonna have to go down to the courthouse and file an eviction.
What about my home? What about my things? How am I supposed to sleep with a strange man in my house?
We've looked into Joe Pitts. He has no criminal record, not even a traffic ticket.
You so need to go shopping, babe.
So he's harmless.
You see how easily accidents can happen?